Welcome to Music Scene Investigation. Glad to have you here with us, everyone. And it is a holiday investigation show, I guess. I think that's the best way to put it. So Merry Christmas. 2 days until Christmas. If you haven't gotten your shopping done yet, you're probably not going to get it done at all. And that's okay. I don't mind. As long as you didn't buy me. If you're going to buy me something, I suggest you go ahead and get it done. Today's show, we're going to be reviewing the last 3 of our Artist of the Year nominees. And these guys are all rockers, hence our guest panelist today. But before we introduce him, let's introduce Mr. Tom Chianti over in New York. I understand, Tom, that you've got the sleigh packed. You're all ready to go. Everything's good, right?
I just have to check the weather radar and I'm off.
All right, so that's all good then. We don't have to worry about anything. Rudolph's batteries are changed. The whole 9 yards are good.
Oh, Rudolph, I knew I forgot something.
That's all right. You have time.
This is true.
So it's good to see you. Glad you're here with us. And
good to be seen. Glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Ian Husbands in England. Ian, how are you, sir?
I'm all right. It's the holiday season, and I'm happy about it.
You are very festive from the looks of it.
I thought I'd, show a bit of festive cheer with add a touch of superhero for the fun of it.
Well, Santa Claus is a superhero, right, Tommy?
Well, anybody can get down any chimney. That's got to be a superpower.
There you go. There you go.
That's
So it all works, Ian.
In all fairness, it's one hell of a sleepless night for Santa over the Christmas period, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are both here. I know. Have you both gotten your Christmas shopping done, Ian?
I've done mine mostly online. I've got some awesome bargains this year, and I've done it in time. I did go to Tesco's today, which is a huge sort of store over here, and it was absolutely crazy. But got the last bits that we needed today of food and stuff like that. So we're now bedding in for the weekend and not going out them doors.
Good man. Good man. Tommy?
Safe plan. Yes, my shopping was done a long time ago.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Now, before I introduce our guest, I want to ask Ian about the yearly award voting. Find out how things are going on his end. Ian?
On my end,
how are the votes coming along?
I'm sure they're coming along fine, Rich. You've taken me slightly by surprise. That's the page I haven't currently got open.
Well,
I was doing some tweeting instead,
Yeah, now, I have been told that there is some lag out there between the voice and the video. Chances are that we're experiencing some Skype lag. So I would imagine that's what you're seeing. I'm looking back at our broadcast system. It is up to date, 0 frames dropped, so we should be okay there. But like I said, you're probably seeing some Skype lag. Now, let's see if Ian's got some vote counts up for us.
Well, not much has changed. Stepdaddy are still in the lead with Monty Pittman coming in second for Best Artist. And Best Guest is still Mr. Paul Miro leading the way.
Right, and we've only got about 20 days or so left to vote on that. So we need to get people out there and voting.
And have you got any updates for the most requested, seeing you're the man in the know for that?
Actually, the most requested has not changed since the last time we looked at it. So we still have Project Sirius in the lead on that one. So get out there, make your request at MSI Radio, and get your artist up there to win that Most Requested Artist of the Year award. Now, our guest panelist this time around, we had him on 3 weeks ago with a buddy of his, had some echo problems. We've got that figured out. I'm sure we do. I hope we do. I pray we do. And we're happy to have him back with us, Mr. Dave Bryce from the rock band Spider. Hey, Dave, how are you, bud? Very good. Thank you, Rich. Looking forward to the show. Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
I know what you are, but what am I?
I couldn't resist. So, yeah, I don't think we're echoing. Somebody in the chat room will let me know if we are. So, Dave, when you were last on with Robbie Burrows, you guys had just completed a once in 25-year kind of thing. You guys all got back on stage together and just rocked the house. And now I hear you, but I don't think anybody in the audience hears you. So
I hear.
Can you verify, Tommy, that he's actually going out into our audience?
Okay, hold on.
Because I'm watching the VU meters on my end, and I don't see him move when Dave talks.
It's gone dead in the chat as well. Maybe they're just not listening.
I don't hear.
Yeah, I didn't think anything.
Right,
I didn't think that anyone heard him. So let me see something here. And if we get echoes on this, I will be upset. Well, I don't know if I've jinxed anything or not, but I'm a bit, how do you say, chuffed? Is that the word I'm looking for?
No, chuffed means you're overwhelmed, mate. It means you're happy about something.
Well, I'm not chuffed then. I'm definitely...
anything but.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing about it is, I've got... There we go. Now tell me something, Dave.
Right. From your question...
Yeah, now let's get back to that, because I got your audio back. All right, so you guys got everybody together. Tell me how this all came about. 25 years, Spider back on the same stage.
It was a private party. It was Debbie's birthday party, her 50th, and she invited a lot of Spider fans, and she invited my band, AWOL, to play the gig, and she was hoping that all of Spider would come. Now, it was beyond her dreams when Robbie came over from Australia. Colin was due to come over from Bolton, and to top it, Brian came over from France. So that was it. Debbie was going to play the bass, and my son Dale was going to back me up on guitar. So he's going to do all the twin lead stuff. So we had a rehearsal with my band and Debbie a week before. Then Robbie came over and we had a rehearsal with Robbie, which was unexpected. Robbie was a little bit ill. It was a bit of touch and go, but he managed to, he was just back to his old drumming ways. Fantastic. Then on the, that's brilliant. And then on the Friday, Colin got the train, and David picked him up straight to the rehearsal, and we had a rehearsal, rehearsed the 5-6 songs that we planned on doing, and Robbie told me that Brian was coming over, so he may or may not get on stage, and we'll just see on the night. So on the night, in the mid-section, we played one song, and it was quite professional. And then Brian got up on stage, mid-second number, and that was it. The stage was his.
Now, I know that you guys have just got an album released, a whole compilation set. How'd that come about, and where can everybody pick this thing up?
It was released on Cherry Red Records, so you can get it straight from that website, Cherry Red, or you can pick it up pretty much anywhere. I bought my copy from Amazon. Of course, the record company sent me a few copies. Ian's got one.
I have, yes.
Damn it. I had to give him one, didn't I?
Of course. Just like the T-shirt as well.
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt. I haven't mentioned the T-shirt yet, but yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on pretty much anyone. You could probably download it for free if you wanted, or you can get it on iTunes.
And all we have to do is go out and look for Spider. What's the name of the album?
It's called the Spider Anthology, and it's everything that we did. Well, not everything, but the 3 pre-recorded albums and a load of singles that we did years ago.
All right.
From 1976 to 1986.
And Ian's showing it to everyone now. And
Yeah, that's
the
it.
complete anthology.
Yeah, I think it's good value for money. I mean, it's 80s rock and roll. It's what we were all about. There's some commercial songs in there. There's a few sort of hits, if you like, 57 in the chart, which was pretty close.
Now,
Quite proud of that.
I know that the birthday reunion gig you guys did, if anybody wants to see part of that, I know it was recorded. It's been uploaded to YouTube, and they can go over to our website at musicsceneinvestigation.com. And at the top, there's a link to the MSI Reporters section where you can take a look at that video and actually see Spider in action. And I got to tell you, you know, you had your son up there with you playing guitar. And I said this 3 weeks ago when you were on. You move on stage more than anybody else on that stage, except for maybe Robbie. And the only reason you move more than Robbie, or maybe not, he had his arms flailing, but he was sitting down the whole time.
Yeah, I just can't help myself. I get into the music, and actually I've got a dodgy hip as well at the moment, and in January I'm going to have an injection to hopefully make my hip a bit better, but I went through the pain for that gig.
Well, it looks like you guys were all having a great time, and you know, that's what rock is all about.
That's what it is. It's good fun, good. And we rehearsed, so we were always a tight band. And when you're playing your own material, it's just that much more special.
So, anything to the rumors that we might see some more Spider live on stage someplace?
There is hope that we will do a gig next year, and I'm glad Ian brought up about the T-shirt. Debbie's printing off a load of T-shirts of the third album, Raise the Banner, which a T-shirt was. We had a lot of T-shirts in the past for Rock and Roll Gypsies and Rough Justice. We never had a T-shirt for Raise the Banner, so we're taking the print off that, which is it's quite colourful, and we're going to put it out there and sell it on the internet, and the money raised will get Robbie over again, and we'll put the rehearsal time in. And for this gig, we don't know where it's going to be. We will do it.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. And when you guys find out what venue you're going to be releasing the T-shirts through, let us know, and we'll put a link over on the MSI site. So if any of the fans want to find you and get a T-shirt, they can go there and purchase one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very honourable what Debbie is doing. She's selling it purely to get Robbie over, and I suppose to pay for the expenses of rehearsals, because it's quite expensive to get a band together that hasn't been together for 26 years to do a one-off gig.
Right.
It's so expensive.
It really can
so
be.
Complicated.
Now, one other rumor I've heard that I want to talk to you about. I don't know if we can talk about this or not, but I'm going to bring it up, and you can just, deny or whatever. What's this about a book? We having groupies interviewed. We're going to get the scoop on what Dave Bryce did as a young guitar player. What we're going to find out in this thing?
You never know. You never know.
I'm writing it. It's going to be a bunch of lies.
Yeah, you can do what you want, Ian. You can do anything you like. I don't mind. It's a guy called Jezalok, and he's a fan that has never seen us in the early days, but he came to the party and he saw us perform, and he's bought all the albums, and I think he likes the band. He genuinely likes the band, and he's put forward a proposal to write a book. He's never written a book before, but he feels as though he's got the quality to write and he's interested in doing it. And I've said I'd back him. I think Colin and Robbie have said they'll back him. I don't know about Brian yet, but
we'll find out when he tries to interview him.
Exactly. So he's going to gather as many stories as he can about the old days, and we'll just reveal most of it.
Now, I got to tell you, let's be honest here. If he wants any dirt, he should take a look at some of the old shows here at MSI that you've been on, and probably sit down and talk to Ian too.
Yep, I can tell a few tales.
So nothing is safe here, Dave. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I
We're on a
you.
hair
I
trigger. We could go off any second.
Oh, no. It's
Now, you've got to
scary,
remember,
Tommy.
I used to work for Brian 15 years ago, so I heard all the stories from him, and then now I've heard your side as well, Dave. So, I could make great comparisons.
He could sue you.
Well, before we get anybody suing anybody, let's say we get on with the show and review some of this year's nominees. As I said earlier, these are the last 3 nominees for Artist of the Year. And Dave, they're all rockers, so you should feel right at home with this set. So I'm really glad to have you in on this one. First song we're going to listen to is from a group called Kid Felix. And they were selected as Song of the Week back in June of this year. They were also our very first Band of the Month on MSI in the hit list area. So they're up for the Artist of the Year. So we're going to give a listen to them first. Here it is. This is Kid Felix with their track, Class Action Satisfaction. Kid Felix, Class Action Satisfaction right there. And let's go to Dave, find out what he thought first on this track. Dave, Kid Felix, what do you think?
Wow, good track. Seemed a bit in the air to me, a bit sort of, I don't know, it's kind of, sort of, it's weird.
Well, you got to remember, listening to it over Skype may not do it justice, and it is only mono.
I don't think it did. It sounded better than I thought. It would sound better if I'd have heard it properly. It was kind of coming in and out, and that, but it had a good sound to it. It flowed. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
All right.
But it was very MIDI, kind of MIDI sounding, a little bit lost in the middle, but. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. Like I say, it might have been Skype that caused some of those issues. So, Ian, your thoughts?
I love this track. I really do. I've actually purchased some more of their stuff from iTunes. It's on my iPhone. It gets played in the car. My 4-year-old son sings along to it. Yeah, it's fantastic. And the rest of the stuff stands up to it as well, which is nice to see. A few of the other artists I've bought in the past, on the strength of one song, I find that the rest of the tracks don't stand up to it. With these guys, this song is a good representation of the rest of their material. You get what you're asking for.
Right. And Tom, your thoughts?
I can appreciate what Dave was saying. It loses a lot in translation on Skype. But I remember it being as well recorded, nice guitars, drums very well mixed. And a rocker, it's not as hard-edged. It's not middle of the road. It's somewhere in between those two, and it's just well done, and it flows, like Dave said.
All right, and I do want to remind everybody that our panel today, normally when our panel listens to music, they will listen with direct, high-quality audio. Today, we're, for expediency's sake, we're playing it back through Skype to them, since most of them have heard it before, and it just allows us to do things a little bit quicker. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and play our second selection. Again, the first one, Kid Felix with Class Action Satisfaction. Our second one is from a group called Chakobsa. And Chakobsa was on MSI back in June, again, of 2012, the 10th of June, a week after Kid Felix. So here they are with their track called Save Your Diatribe. This is Chakobsa on MSI.
Fly
That is Chakobsa with Save Your Diatribe on MSI. Again, we're listening to Artist of the Year nominees, and they are one. You can cast your votes, of course, at MusicSceneInvestigation.com. At the top of the page, you'll see a contest link. Click there, and you will go to that contest page. Tommy, what are your thoughts remembering back on Chakobsa with Save Your Diatribe?
It builds very nicely, and surprisingly, despite the limitations of Skype, this sounded nice and clean and clear. So it has to be a very good mix, or a very decent mix, and I like that about it originally. And the guy's got a great voice, puts in a great performance.
All right. Thank you, sir. And Dave, I know this may have been your first time hearing this one. What are your thoughts?
I love this track. I love the drums. I like that offbeat sound, and the vocals were fantastic. I love the way it builds, the way the guitars come in and the harmonies came in later on. Brilliant track. Really, really enjoyed it. I love to hear it. As I say, with the Skype, you can't hear the proper track, as it were.
Absolutely understood.
But it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
All right. Ian, your take on this one after hearing it again?
Again, this is another track that stuck with me. I haven't actually gone out and bought anything from these guys, but I've listened to this track a few times. It's got a very haunting feel about it. I love the harmony work. I love the acoustic guitars, the build. Everything's there for a good track. Doesn't quite grab me like the first track, like the Kids Felix track, but it's kind of more of a chilled out background music for me to listen to. But it's a strong song and well performed and well produced.
All right. Again, Save Your Diatribe by Chakobsa is that group, that name of that track, and they are up for Artist of the Year. Before we head on, I do want to remind everybody that if you expect to listen to Twitter Tuesday Live over the next couple of weeks, won't happen. They're taking a hiatus, a holiday break. They will be back. Yeah, they will be back, though, sometime after, I think it's January the 8th. They will be back right before our first hit list of the year. So you want to make sure you join us on MSI Radio on the 9th of January for a brand new hit list.
Sorry, I'm gonna start taking this personally,
Okay.
What's this bash the British guy again? You know what I mean? The time I get off where I can actually stay up late and listen to Twitter Tuesday Live, and they cancel the show.
Yeah. They actually, behind the scenes, I had a talk with them, and I persuaded them to take a holiday hiatus, knowing that you would have the time off.
I'm starting to take this personally. Can't win air tickets, getting accused of having an accent on Twitter.
Yeah.
This is not the holiday spirit I'm feeling here.
My plan has all come together.
Having an accent on Twitter?
Yeah, all these American people started accusing me of having an accent on Twitter.
Yeah, you do. You do. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Dave, I think you'll agree with me. He does have an accent, right?
He's got a funny, peculiar London accent.
There you go. There you have it.
Bang about, Dave. Let's put this in perspective. There's you with your northern accent, and the other two are American. I mean, what more of an accent could you ask for?
I know. I agree with you, Ian. We've got character.
That's right. I'm losing my voice now.
Well, all I'm saying is Twitter Tuesday Live is on hiatus. You can, however, download their recorded podcast from last week, this last Tuesday.
Oh, great. I'll sit on Twitter on my own and watch it.
When they celebrated their 100th broadcast. And it was a good show, good 100th show for them, and we're very proud and happy for them. Now, do want to go back and take a listen to our last tune today. This group is in our chat room right now. Stepdaddy They received their votes for Song of the Week back in September, early September. They won the hit list in October. So they've been on a roll and are currently in the lead in our fan votes for Artist of the Year. So, yeah, they are. It's amazing. So here they are with their track. Again, it's called Scurvy, and it is Stepdaddy on today's MSI. There is Stepdaddy, and Scurvy's the name of the track. Again, they're in the lead for that top spot as Artist of the Year. Dave, what do you think? I saw you shaking your head back there in the backstage area. How do you like that track?
What a great track. It was a little bit disjointed towards the end, but it's got a good feel to it, and I love that funky sound, and it just makes you want to tap your feet. Great song. Loved it.
All right, I appreciate that, and let's find out what Ian thought. Ian.
Well, I'm going to say it, although I'm certain it's Brian that's in the chat room. But the bass playing on this is awesome, and that really is what defines this track, is the groove, and it's up there, and it's funky, and it keeps your attention, and the vocalist is strong, and it's just got a nice flowing move to it that makes you want to bob your head. I'm so pleased that this isn't a week where we have to pick a song of the week.
Yeah, I think it would be tough, right, Tommy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the past month has been just filled with the cream of the crop.
There you have it. What'd you think about hearing Stepdaddy again?
Again, referencing it on Skype, it's amazingly clear. You get the drive of the guitar, the bass is going, and excuse me, the vocal performance is excellent. It's one of the reasons why it's here. Absolutely.
I think every last song out of the 12 we've heard over the past month is well worthy of an Artist of the Year win. But only one can win, and that means that somebody's got to vote for him. So it's up to you out there in the audience to vote. Whether you're listening over on MSI Radio, you're watching here, or on the podcast, head over to Music Scene Investigation. Get your vote in before it's too late. You want to make sure you do that. I'm out of songs to play, guys. I don't know what to say.
Well, that never stopped you before.
Yeah, that's very true, Tom.
How about we all join in with a verse of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas"?
No.
Okay. How about we all join in with a verse of "Good King Wenceslas"?
No singing. See,
okay, how about we all read Charles Dickens' A Christmas Story?
No.
I'm just trying to get people in the spirit of things here, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm in the spirit. That doesn't mean I want to sing about it.
We're in the spirit. It's Christmas time.
Yeah,
I've got Jack Daniels. That's in the spirit.
I'm in something, and it's not the spirit. So
we could play my Christmas song. That might upset a few people.
Yeah, we could, but
no.
Yeah, no. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. All right, we do want to invite you back next week. Next week is the Sunday before New Year's. We're going to do something interesting that day. I'm not exactly sure what. We'll figure it out and let you know. Dave, I want to thank you for coming on again, and I want to apologize about all that echo chamber thing the last time around, man.
That's all right. No worries.
And the not broadcasting you to start with this time as well.
Well, we fixed that early, so I'm not really so upset about that.
Well, it's something about Dave. We always have technical issues when he's on.
It's the long hair. It's exactly what it is.
I'm going to get it cut next week.
And after seeing him in the spandex and stuff like that, I don't know.
It'll never happen.
I know. We've got pictures. There are pictures on the internet floating around. You knew this, right?
I know that. All
right. So
I'm very, very, very talented with Photoshop.
There you go. We can make them assless spandex.
There you go.
I mean, you can.
Cheers, Ian.
That's all right, mate.
Merry
No problem.
To you.
I used the Chippendale, so you look great.
All right, guys, Merry Christmas to you all. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody out in the audience as well. We're going to play out with the leader in regards to vote getting for Artist of the Year. Again, it is Stepdaddy with their track, Scurvy, right here on Music Scene Investigation. I hope you enjoyed, everyone. We'll see you next week right here on MSI.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.